Good evening. Good evening. This is assignment one for COM510 Business Communications. Dr. Summerskill is the professor, and this is the personal branding action plan assignment. The assignment starts off with asking for several keywords to describe yourself and your business. Keywords I had in mind for myself were I'm a highly effective agent. I have not had anyone uh, terminate their contract with me. I have not had anyone cancel their commitment with me. I've been able to put people in houses and put people in rentals at a very high rate. Only had one customer that was not satisfied, and they ended up just not moving and not selling their home. And so they continued to stay in the home they were in and didn't want to move. So, other than that, I have been highly effective, over 99% as far as effective rate. So, I feel I'm doing very well. Um, Another attribute that I would say is I'm a thorough researcher. I don't take for granted that when somebody says something about a property or about a home, that it's what it's the actuality is. I will research the information. I will look into the what, where, why, when, and how, and get back to my client. I will very much make sure that if a problem has arisen that needed to be taken care of, that it's taken care of 100%, and that it is no longer an issue when my buyer moves into the home. The next keywords I have is a relentless and successful negotiator. I won't fight until we've got the best. Sorry, I won't stop fighting until we have gotten the best price and we've gotten the best deal and we've gotten what my buyer wants for the property or my seller. I very much look after the interests of my clients, make sure that they are fully protected, and make sure that they are getting what they need and establishing the relationship with them to have them trust me to know that I am looking out for their best interests at all times, not just mine. This isn't just a paycheck for me, but it is also putting them into a home that they love. And the last keyword that I have is that I'm a passionate family man. You may wonder, why would you say passionate family man when you're talking about a real estate business? Well, I know what it's like to have a family in not a good place. When I was early on in my career, we had to live in some places that were home, but weren't where we wanted to live. It was very hard. It was very stressful on my family, and we had to do what we needed to do to get out of the situations we were in. So, having that passion for my family, I then put that into when I'm looking for a home for my client and their families. I am looking with the same fervor that I would if I was putting my family into that home. I make sure that they are satisfied, I make sure that they are happy, and I make sure that they know that, like I said before, this is not just a dollar sign for me, but this is me getting them to a place where they are safe, secure, and feel very much like they are home. Also, I'm an exceptional listener, and I believe my success rate is due in part to my listening skills. I will go out of my way to understand what you're looking for as a client. I will go out of my way to draw out of you even more than what you would want to maybe share sometimes, to draw out what it is you're looking for, how I can help, and what we can do to make this the best home possible for you. The next part of the lesson was, what are your passions and values? Some of my passions are, I'm a perfectionist. I'm not happy until I'm finished the job and it's correct, on time, and I know that it's the best for my client. These are all things that make me a successful agent. Customer satisfaction is, in some agents' minds, not as important, but to me, it's the highest priority that I look for, to make sure that when I leave and hand them the keys to their home, that they are happy and that they are satisfied. Another passion of mine is attention to detail. I very much cross the T's, dot the I's. I make sure that if a job is getting done on the home to make it pass the inspection, excuse me, I make sure that the job is done correctly. I make sure it's done by a certified technician. I make sure that everything is crossed and dotted before I let my clients move in. I'm also a motivated acquisitioner. Like I said, I'm not in this just for a paycheck. My motivation is getting the family into the home that they need to live in. Sometimes it's not the perfect home for a family but it's what they can afford at the time. As I said before, I know I've been there, and you have to do what you have to do. But if there's any way possible that I can get the family or the person into a perfect home for them and for everyone in their family, that is my goal, and that's what I try to do. And that's what motivates me to help my clients. Couple of values, a few values for myself: honesty and integrity. You're nothing in the business if you're not honest. You have to tell the truth. You have to, even if when it hurts sometimes, you have to tell the truth to your clients. You have to let them know exactly what the bottom line is. Integrity. Um, I don't know who said it, but a long time ago I heard someone say that integrity is doing the right thing even when no one's looking. To me, that just stuck with me. I believe that was when I was first in the Coast Guard. I heard those words, and it stuck with me my whole career, because there's a lot of times you're off doing things on your own. Maybe I can get by with this. Maybe I can slide through. That's not the way to work. That's not the way to be a responsible adult. It's not the way to progress in your business. Integrity is key in being a successful agent or a successful human being in my book. Devotion. Um, I am highly devoted to, well, the cliche saying, God, family, and country, but my devotion runs deep. I was born in a Christian home, so my devotion to God is very strong. My family comes first. Um, I will do anything for my wife and for my kids. They know that. They understand that. They know that they can come to me with anything. And they know that if they ever need me, I'll be there as fast as I can. And to my country, I served 27 years in the Coast Guard, and I'm still actually serving with the Coast Guard at this time as a civilian while I'm getting my business off the ground. So it it very much has been a great 34 years, and I'm looking forward to hanging that up and starting my new career as a real estate agent one of these days. The next part of the assignment was the value proposition. It's the one sentence to tell about you and what you have or what your value proposition, what you bring to the table is. So I'm going to read right off of my notes what I wrote. My value proposition statement is I am an agent who's lived in the area for over 10 years. I'm hardworking, aggressive, and passionate about your happiness and contentment and getting you into your perfect home. Uh, I don't say those words lightly because, as I said before, I know what it's like to not live in a home that you really love. It's not fun, and it sometimes is an issue. The personal brand and network goals that I have, I'm establishing my current LinkedIn account profile. When I retired, I went to a class, a TAPS class for the military transition class, and they said you need to get a LinkedIn account. I thought for a bit there that I had already set one up, but I'm finding that that hasn't been the case, so I'm having to start over again. So I'm in the process of starting that over and getting my LinkedIn profile set up and running and getting it up to date. Um, Another goal I have is to get comfortable using Twitter. I've never used Twitter before. I have heard about it, and it was something that I didn't think I needed to be involved in, but listening to John and Tim in all of our lectures and reading the material, Twitter is a key and vital part of business today, and I will be establishing a Twitter account and going live with that as well. And also, the last thing I want to do, my network goal is to create a home webpage for myself and my business. Um, I want to make sure that I get myself out there, I get my successes listed and shown and on preview so people can see that when they hire me, they're hiring someone who has experience and but also has a passion for doing what they do. So I want to make sure that that is evident and seen 100%. And the last part of this is my elevator pitch, and it is pretty much the way I look at how I speak to anybody. If I only have that 15-20 seconds, it's going to be hard hitting. It's going to be what I'm going to say to get my point across to have them go, I need to remember this guy. So my elevator pitch is really simple, but I believe effective. Here we go. The real estate market, as you know, is a booming market. Right now in this area, we have 5 branches of the service, and it is very moving. Every year we have people coming in, we have people leaving. The real estate market is moving at lightning speed, especially nowadays. If you want someone to keep your best interests in mind, I'm the man for the job. I will very much work endlessly to get you into your home and get you into a place that you feel comfortable in and take care of things and get you right in the right place. My personal touch and attention is what you will get. You won't get a team member. You won't get someone else calling you in regards to your property. You will always speak with me, never my assistant. And that's just the way I work, and that's how I make sure that you feel comfortable working with a premier agent. I will always be upfront and honest with you. I will never for 1 minute take you for granted, and I will never try to shade the truth or lie to you. So we will find your house and get you the best deal for you, your family, and make sure that you are happy and satisfied. So here's my card. Is there a way that I can get a hold of you? Is there a way that I can get in touch with you to make sure that we can start getting you on the road to getting into your perfect home? Thank you so much. I look forward to talking to you. So that's assignment 1. I believe I crossed all the T's and dotted all the I's. So y'all have a good evening, and I will talk to you soon and see you on the boards.